Definitely not the Caribbean. With the clay on the beach and the mud between your toes. But you've got to be careful of the clay. It's okay, it just smells of urine. I can feel the waves. Oh, come on. That's not bad. Deep Look at that. Beneath my feet. It's soft. I'm going for a little walk now. I'm going to go from Cowes on the Isle of Wight over to Thorness Bay. I'm going to have a little look. So we're going to pass Gurnard and keep going a little bit further. Yeah, let's go. Apparently the footpath, which is here, is closed. Shit. That's ruined my plans now. Why is it closed? What the fuck are they doing? Oh, come on. That's not bad. I can go down there. So I was hoping to have a nice little walk along the coastal footpath, but it's closed. So now I have to walk inland and round to the beach. So not particularly attractive, but I'm halfway there now, so I may as well keep going and then see how it goes from there. Crap. Camping, bell tents, camper vans. Interesting. Okay, I think I found the footpath. I had to go a long way around. Thorness Bay. 1 mile. You can see that. It's a bit narrow now. Tick's World. We have a farm on the way. Looks like it's still in operation after all the farmers have gone through over the last few years. It's always good to see one still going. It's only the floating bridge. Thanks. Time to get off my floating bridge number 6. So yeah, the couple just told me it's empty down there. Very nice. So looking forward to seeing it now. Might actually be worth seeing. Right, public footpath, coastal path is straight on. Okay, let's try that then. There's quite a few people coming back up now. So far that's a family with 3 kids and 2 couples in the space of 4 minutes. So maybe I'm a bit late, but let's go and have a look. It's a hell of a track down here. I think I've been stung by nettles. Yeah, I have. That's not going to stop me today. Very tight bench. Look at that. I'm still not by the sea. Still quite high up. Anticipation of a new land. Look at that. There's a campsite down there. Might be worth looking at. Harriet's Gate. Looks like people are donating and they get their own name on the gate. Bethan's Gate. So it looks like there's little chalets. Like little chalets people have as a weekend retreat. There's more over there, look. Randomly scattered around. We're here at last. Get a grip, you bunch of freaks. Time to get off the bridge. Number 6. So looks like the footpath up there. Looks like that's collapsed. Cuttlefish. Pardon? Yeah. No, I'm only going to go swimming. That'll be alright. No, I think it's too cold for that. Yeah, I'm already a bit tired, so I'm going to walk up there and then I'm going to get the bus. Alright, and dear, I'll let you know when I'm heading back. Alright, it's fine. Look at this. This is the grey and blue clay that's on the island. Probably better look. Way nearly. If you look at it here, look. You see that? It's soft. So that's the clay that a lot of the land slippage is caused by. And you can see, look, we've got. Yeah. So the black is fairly hard. The black is fairly hard. That's a little bit softer, although quite firm. And then when we get over here, this one is quite soft. It's a little bit windy. Just been along there, along that side of the coast. There's a bit of sand, but a bit of clay. Here that seems to be more gravel. We're in the middle of the bay, I think. So we'll walk up towards that campsite, which, if I understand correctly, will lead us out onto the road, and also I might be able to get something to eat, or a drink at least. So yeah, so far so good. It's interesting down here. I'm not sure, it's interesting, but I'm not sure it's my first go-to beach, let's say. Definitely not the Caribbean, with the clay on the beach and the mud between your toes and a bit of sand. But I think it's nice to walk along, bring your dog, walk with the family every now and again, maybe stop for a coffee at the top of the hill. I think that could work. But the interesting thing is we've got a campsite here. I didn't want to take pictures because there was kids around, but we got a campsite just there, and it's right virtually on the beach. Anyway, let's get up to that campsite, let's get some refreshments, and then start making my way back. Well, I made it. I walked all the way from Cowes to Thorness Beach. However, the footpath that you normally follow, which sort of takes the coastal road, is collapsed. Apparently it opened a few weeks ago and it dropped into the sea not long after. So I had to walk all the way through on the mainland. I say mainland, sorry. I had to walk all the way through around the back area on the main roads, which wasn't very pleasant. and then walk back down here. So not the best walk at the moment. I think you need that footpath open before it's worth doing, so be warned. So yeah, I've had a nice-ish walk, walking through the countryside. I was supposed to walk along the coastal road, but that wasn't possible. But it's fairly calm here. There's not many people. Like I say, there's a campsite just over here. You can camp fairly close to the beach. Here is a bit pebbly and not particularly nice for bathing, although it's completely possible. Most of the sand is up this end of the beach, but you've got to be careful of the clay. So yeah, anyway, let's go. That's not a good sign, is it? Let's have a look at this sign here. What does that say? Birds nesting, do not disturb. And then it's got a footpath thing. I'll check that later. I'm going to get a coffee first. Hello, sweetie. Hello. Look at the way the land has slipped away. That's just going to keep going forever. Right, let's get up to the campsite and grab a coffee. Fish and chips. What if they can do me a sausage in there? Sausage, battered sausage, regular sausage. Scotch eggs. There we go. That's the way to go. So we're on a caravan site. Obviously, got to find my way out now. And this is my lunch. That's my breakfast, dinner and lunch, all rolled into one. Or breakfast, lunch and dinner. Well, not dinner, because when I get home I've got some pork. So this is the touring part. Bring your own caravan and tent. We've got some caravans over here. So we've got a VW camper van exhibition. Well, it turns out there are no buses, so I have to walk all the way into Cowes. Or Gurnard. Right, let's have a quick stop. That must be hand towel. Showers. Family shower. It's okay, it just smells of urine. Caravans for sale. I wonder. Let's have a look. Two small beds. It's got gas central heating. Look at that. It's quite impressive. And then the master bedroom. With, is that an ensuite? ensuite toilet. Nice. That's quite cosy in there. What is that? That's the bay view. They're definitely not new. Look at the rust on that. Deposit 4,000. It's 21,000. £21,000 price. Deposit 5,000. 8% APR. Let's walk back now. Interesting garden. Telephone. It's not exactly a pleasant walk so far, being on the road. I wonder. There's a lot of busy traffic on this road. If I go down there, will I cut out any of this? The thing is, if I take this route, I go all the way down and around, but I'm going along the road anyway. So, and how far have I come? Well, I've come from there, and I've got to get to there. They've completely eaten that bush. This is not really safe. I have to lean into the bushes as the cars come round. There's a car coming behind me. That's why we stand on the right, so we can see the oncoming traffic. It's much safer if the traffic is coming from the left behind you. It stands less of a risk, and you're looking where the risk is. Right, let's get into this little bit here. Right, let's let this car go past. This is what I mean. Watch this. Not great, is it? There's a little bit of a lay-by here, so I can jump in here. That's good. I'll probably end up having ticks tonight. Yeah, I won't do this again. But I don't want to walk the long way back through the zigzagging through the fields again. This is going to be quicker. You've got to be aware at all times here, because if a car comes around the corner and he can't brake in time and you're in the way and there's another car coming, you're in trouble. So you have to consider both directions for safety, and it's better for me to get out of the way than for them. Right, I'm just going to wait a second so I can hear. Right, it's clear now. I'm going to cross over because of this bend. Doesn't look very healthy. I think it's safer to go on the outside in this case. It gives people more warning, and I have somewhere to jump. Like here. I was on the other side, but there was there's nowhere to stand. At least here there's a little bit. Even though it's on a bend, I have somewhere to go. Apparently the buses only come once a week or twice a week down here. I think Tuesday's the next bus. That's why I'm going to have to walk all the way back to Cowes, which is just under 5 miles. So I've done at least 5 miles on the way here because of the zigzagging through the fields. So yeah, I think we're about a quarter of the way now through the village. I might have to cross over here. Yeah, it looks a bit risky. I'm going to cross over. Right, if I go that way, it's going to add another 2 miles. And it's a narrow road. Yeah, that's not good though, is it? Look at it. I need to find a... Let me have a seat. And then see if I can find another way. Let's get around this car before the other one arrives. First farm, caravan and camping. I'm back in Cowes now after a 5-mile walk back from Thorness Bay. Right, I'm absolutely finished. So I've done about, let's say 10 miles today. Walked along the beach, had a beer in the holiday park that's at the end of Thorness Bay, and now, yeah, I'm nearly home. Thank God. Thanks for watching. Bye.